kind of like everything in my life currently that I want to improve kind of just revolves around just making videos. So the answer really is kind of everything for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if that's a cop-out.
That's good. How do you stay focused?
For me, that's never really been a thing. It's almost, the problem I'm having right now is I struggle to wind down at night because I just work, and I'll lay in bed and I'll think of ideas and I'll think of just like, you know, what we could have done better, how we could have edited a video better, or finances or whatever. So it's actually not even staying. I'm a little too focused right now, which is something I always have to correct myself because I usually go to bed at like 4 a.m. Even though I get in bed at like 10 p.m., I'll sit there for like 6 hours on average right now. So I'm trying to like actually find ways to like pull back a little bit, and so I sleep a little bit better.
When is the moment that you realized that you could turn this into a business?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Well, I think for starters, you know, I just want to keep making the best videos possible. I have to reiterate, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but everything I do stems from that. Because if I stop making the best videos, people stop watching, and then Feastables is irrelevant, Beast Burger is irrelevant, all the companies are just literally irrelevant. So that, and then stemming off from that, next I really want to get into making mobile games. I think that'd be a lot of fun because we have a gaming channel that gets like 20 million views a video. We did the Finger on the App challenge. We had 2 million concurrent players, and I didn't even mention it in a video. That was just like on Twitter and Instagram.
I think Jack tried it.
Yeah. So
that's like a couple hours.
yeah, but so that was kind of a case study. Like I can get millions of people to play games.
It is, but I want to continue with the same path that I have.
Well, I mean, the answer is you just got to take risks. Like whatever it is that you got to take calculated risks that you're confident in. Just like, you know, for me, like the analogy I said before, when we did all those Twitch donation videos, it was getting tons of views, but I just knew like this will get stale. I'm going to jump ship before it gets stale, and I'm just going to do the next best thing. I mean, you have to be a little bit of a visionary and figure out what's the next evolution of it. I think you should do something where, like, I think we talked about this like a year ago. You should like get $100,000 from me and then like invest it, and then we do a video together in a year to see if you made me money or not. Like, that would be interesting. Or you know, maybe you get a bunch of other financial channels together and you each like take $100,000, you all invest it, and then you lock it. And then you see who made the most in a year, and you all get together. That would be like a next level Super Bowl type collab. You know what I mean? It's like I could make like 8 times the money for the same views if I just revolved it around finance stuff.
So what excites you the most for YouTube?
What excites me the most? Oh gosh, just blanket YouTube.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, what doesn't? You know, uploading videos, the creator economy, and just is growing. YouTube's growing. Everything's growing. I mean, every part of it is great. Like the freedom you have to do whatever. YouTube is like, name a better industry right now. Like YouTube is just growing so much, and I don't think it's going to slow down.
What excites you about it the most? So not necessarily YouTube, with the process of making videos. Like, what do you get from it?
It's going to sound weird because I just said this, but I mean, like everything. Like if money, make videos. Fame, make videos. Happiness, make videos. Kind of like everything in my life currently that I want to improve kind of just revolves around just making videos.
How many hours go into a title thumbnail? That's something that for me, I could sometimes spend days on a title and thumbnail.
Well, once we pick it, not as many. But it's all in the front end. Like picking the idea is like brutal. And I mean, I couldn't tell you, hundreds probably. And then here, let me show you this. So every thumbnail we do, we actually do like 7 versions of. So like this is for boys versus girls, or 100 boys versus 100 girls. This is like our upcoming video, like 2 different ones. This is for the 100 million subscriber video. So the thumbnail we ended up going with was A1, but these were our backup options. So I'm trying to like actually find ways to like pull back a little bit. It's just kind of part of it.
That's cool. How many hours do you work in a day?
Depends what you classify as work. The answer could be every hour I'm awake if just laying in bed thinking about YouTube is work. You know what I mean? Like, or so just about, I would say since I was 11 years old, almost every waking hour of the day, I'm thinking of YouTube in some form or capacity, basically.
Why do you think you have that level of focus?
Just because that's what I love. I feel like it was almost like baked in my DNA.
Do you ever take days off?
So the way I like to work, and I don't recommend you guys try this, so schedules don't really work well for me. I'm in the zone and I like to go hard. I'm very obsessive. I like to just give in to my a lot of people will work 5 days a week and they won't work weekends, and ambitious people will try to like restrain themselves and be like, this is the schedule, can't work Saturday, can't work Sunday. That just never works for me. I always end up caving. So I found giving into my natural instinct works best. So I just work every day, every hour of the day, until I just burn out. So like I'll work all day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll keep going. And then usually around day 10, I'll wake up and I'm just like burnt. I'm like, I can't keep going. It's too much. Like I can't keep doing these like 12, 15 hour days. And then I'll take like half a day or maybe a day depending on how severe it is. And I'll just chill. And if we went with the house, because there was a house on the island, we would have just like gone there, shot source and recreated it.
Do you ever take days off?
So the way I like to work, and I don't recommend you guys try this, it's like I'm in the zone and I like to go hard. And then usually around day 10, I'll wake up and I'm just like burnt. I'll just kind of like nuke my calendar. And then by the next day, I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. Do we count the people working in the Beast Burger restaurants or no? I'd say in general, right, between Feastables and all the stuff we're doing, like full-time salaried, probably 150 people. Maybe 200.
Because that doesn't look like it would be the final thing, right?
The big thing is you need a production department to make the ideas happen.
How do you think the money is best spent for the channel in terms of growth?
There's a lot of bottlenecks, like, importing stuff to the Bahamas. There was problems there. The pier got ripped away because of waves. I didn't like the way certain parts of the island, so we had to move a couple hundred trees so it looked better on the beach scene. And so we ended up not filming it, but we spent like $2 million like doing it all. And then then we ended up going back a month later because we just needed way more time to terraform the island. So usually now the videos are so big that if I scrap it, we just refilm it later. But most of the money, it sucks because most of the money you don't really recoup. So like the money is best spent in like just doing grander things that I find interesting, that are unique, original, and like people just, how I would put it, can't find anywhere else. So you can't find what we do for the most part. Some videos here and there, but for the most part, you can't find what we do anywhere else, not at the scale we do. And I think it's like, that is where I want to put the money in, because then that's what gets people coming back, they enjoy it, and then everything else benefits.
Do you know how much it costs in terms of running your overall business every month? Just like a ballpark number.
Oh gosh, yes. So, it's just a MrBeast channel, gaming, reacts, Feastables,
everything under the umbrella.
Oh gosh, I mean,
could be a round number. I mean,
because so like Feastables is about to go into retail, and like even just that, like we just filled like a $4 million purchase order so we can buy enough bars to fill retail. So you want me to slap that on there too?
Slap it on. So,
Truth be told, I told Colin and Samir the same thing. What we're doing here is what I'm telling Colin and Samir they should be doing with all other creators. So I would agree. Like, it's a no-brainer. Like, basically the top 100 creators, like no one really interviews them.
I think that, or just business people. Like Kevin O'Leary was so interesting in terms of like how he invests and like stuff like that, but like a 15-minute
If you got one with Andrew Tate where you just asked him what he invested in.
That's what I've been telling him. He doesn't want to have
I think it's too risky.
He offered to come on the podcast, but Graham didn't want to.
Really?
We have to go to Croatia. I thought it was too risky. And I didn't want him to say something that a brand might not like.
Just cut it.
But then where's the that's, I feel like what's
then
people want to see.
Bro, if you just went on there and you were like, Andrew, how do you make your money? And you just let him talk. What are your investments? Banger. Like those, what is it, GQ or whatever? Yeah, do that, but just do their investment portfolios. Huge series. Yes, obviously, those are bangers.
That's
no one's
what I
doing
think,
them. Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Thank you guys for coming out to the iced coffee.